Some truths are best left buried, but curiosity has a way of unearthing what we fear the most. In this video, we're diving into 10 chilling facts that will make your skin crawl and haunt your thoughts long after you've heard them. Some will challenge your perception of reality, others will make you wish you never knew. Proceed at your own risk. Once you learn these eerie truths, there's no going back. Let's begin. Number 10. If the sun exploded right now, you wouldn't know about it for another 8 minutes. Light and other electromagnetic radiation from the sun take about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth. If the sun were to suddenly explode, we wouldn't notice anything immediately. The sky would still look normal, and daylight would persist. However, when that final burst of energy finally reaches us, the consequences would be catastrophic. The entire solar system would be plunged into darkness, temperatures would plummet, and gravitational forces would shift dramatically. Thankfully, the sun isn't close to exploding anytime soon. It still has about 5 billion years of fuel left before it eventually transforms into a red giant and later into a white dwarf. So no need to panic just yet. It's a chilling thought though, right? Number 9, moon dust can slice the inside of your throat. Moon dust is far more dangerous than it looks. Unlike the fine, smooth dust on Earth, lunar dust is razor sharp thanks to the lack of wind and water erosion on the moon. The tiny particles are jagged and cling to everything: spacesuits, tools, and even astronauts' lungs and throats if inhaled. During the Apollo missions, astronauts reported that moon dust irritated their skin, eyes, and respiratory systems. Some compared the sensation to smelling burnt gunpowder, while others struggled with coughing and sneezing after exposure. Because it's so abrasive, prolonged contact could lead to serious damage inside the throat and lungs. Another eerie fact: moon dust is electrostatically charged, meaning it sticks stubbornly to surfaces and is incredibly hard to remove. A truly hostile and hazardous substance. Makes you appreciate Earth's smooth sand and breathable air a little more, right? Number 8, when you die, your house cat is going to want to eat you. As unsettling as it sounds, there's truth to this grim fact. If a pet is left without food for an extended period after its owner's death, survival instincts kick in. Cats, being opportunistic feeders, might begin to nibble on their owner's body, often starting with the face, particularly the nose and lips. Dogs may wait longer, showing signs of distress, but cats tend to act faster due to their independent nature. There have been documented cases of this happening, as forensic experts have noted unusual post-mortem bite marks on deceased individuals who lived alone with their pets. While it's a morbid reality, it's not personal, just a biological response to hunger. Just another reminder that our feline friends may be adorable, but they still have some wild instincts lurking beneath those cute, fluffy paws. Number 7, the air you breathe in a train station is 15% human skin. Yes, it's a bizarre but true fact. The air in enclosed public spaces, like train stations, offices, and malls, contains a surprising amount of shed human skin cells. In fact, humans lose around 500 million skin cells every day, which inevitably become part of the dust floating around us. While 15% of dust in a typical home is composed of dead skin, the percentage in high-traffic areas, like train stations, may vary depending on ventilation, humidity, and cleanliness. These microscopic flakes mix with other airborne particles, hair, clothing fibers, pollen, and even tiny debris from vehicles and machinery. So next time you're standing on a crowded platform, just remember, you're literally breathing in tiny remnants of the people around you. A little unsettling, right? Number 6, 20% of coffee mugs have traces of fecal matter on them. Disturbing but true. Studies have shown that about 20% of office coffee mugs contain traces of fecal bacteria, and the culprit is often poor hygiene in shared kitchen spaces. One major reason: sponges and dishcloths used to wash mugs can harbor bacteria, spreading contamination rather than cleaning properly. If the mugs aren't washed thoroughly, bacteria like Escherichia coli can linger on the surface. And if you're drinking coffee without a lid, there's also the risk of airborne particles settling inside. The best way to avoid this? Wash your mug with hot water and soap preferably at home, and avoid using communal sponges in the office. Otherwise, your morning caffeine fix might come with an unpleasant surprise. Number 5, people once resorted to eating mummies. Yes, as bizarre as it sounds, people really did consume mummies. In medieval Europe and well into the 19th century, there was a widespread belief that ground-up mummy parts had medicinal properties. Physicians prescribed mummy powder to treat ailments like headaches, stomach pains, and even epilepsy. Some wealthy individuals believed that consuming these remains could transfer the ancient wisdom and power of the pharaohs. Even royalty, including King Charles II of England, reportedly used pulverized human remains in his treatments. There was also a time when mummy parts were used as a pigment in art, known as mummy brown, which was popular among painters in the 19th century. Thankfully, this gruesome practice eventually faded, but it's shocking to think how long it lasted. History really has some unsettling surprises, doesn't it? Number 4, California is overdue for a catastrophic earthquake. Scientists have long warned that California is overdue for a major earthquake, often referred to as the Big One. The state sits on multiple active fault lines, including the San Andreas Fault, which has historically produced devastating quakes. Experts predict that a magnitude 7.8 or higher earthquake could strike Southern California or the San Francisco Bay Area, causing widespread destruction. Recent seismic activity has heightened concerns, with multiple smaller earthquakes occurring along key fault lines. While predicting the exact timing of a major quake is impossible, researchers emphasize the importance of preparedness as stress continues to build along California's faults. Number 3, tornadoes can happen in the middle of the night. Tornadoes don't follow a schedule, and nighttime twisters are twice as deadly as those that strike during the day. The darkness makes them harder to see, and many people are asleep when warnings are issued, reducing reaction time. Studies show that nocturnal tornadoes are becoming more common, especially in regions like the Midwest and Southeast. Climate change is shifting storm patterns, increasing the likelihood of nighttime tornadoes in areas that weren't previously at high risk. Because visibility is low, meteorologists rely heavily on radar and emergency alerts to warn residents. If you live in a tornado-prone area, having a weather radio or phone alerts enabled can be life-saving. Number 2, insomnia can be fatal. Yes, but only in extremely rare cases. There is a condition called fatal insomnia, which is a rare neurodegenerative disease caused by prion proteins that damage the brain. The most well-known form is fatal familial insomnia, an inherited disorder that progressively destroys the ability to sleep, leading to severe cognitive decline, hallucinations, and eventually death. There is also a sporadic form, sporadic fatal insomnia, which occurs without a genetic link but has similar devastating effects. Unfortunately, there is no cure, and the disease typically leads to death within a few months to a few years after symptoms begin. Regular insomnia, while harmful to health, is not fatal on its own. However, chronic sleep deprivation can lead to serious complications, including heart disease, weakened immunity, and cognitive impairment. Number 1, atomic bombs leave nuclear shadows. Atomic bombs can create nuclear shadows, which are eerie imprints left behind by the intense heat and radiation of the explosion. When the atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima in 1945, the blinding flash of light scorched everything in its path, except for areas blocked by objects or people. These shielded spots remained darker, creating haunting silhouettes on sidewalks, buildings, and even staircases. One of the most famous nuclear shadows is the human shadow etched in stone, believed to be the imprint of a person sitting on the steps of the Sumitomo Bank in Hiroshima at the moment of detonation. The surrounding stone was bleached by the blast, leaving behind a chilling outline of their final moments. These shadows serve as grim reminders of the devastating power of nuclear weapons and the lives lost in an instant. A haunting piece of history. And that's a wrap. If you enjoyed these mind-blowing facts, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. See you in the next video.